Welcome back. 4 months after Hurricane Irma ravaged the Caribbean and Florida, it remains #1 on Google's list of top searches for 2017, with everything facing Congress and the Trump agenda. Where do we stand on rebuilding from this year's catastrophic natural disasters? Joining me now is risk expert Sweta Chakraborty. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
So off the very top, let's take a look. Google's top 10 searches for 2017. Leading it off, as we just said, Hurricane Irma. Also, if you look in there, Hurricane Harvey at #8. And we haven't really heard an update as to how people are doing there. What can you tell us?
Sure, absolutely. First and foremost, I think it's an incredibly heartening news story that people are concerned and they're searching for these hurricanes. It says a lot about America's character. And what's also interesting to note is that people aren't just searching by name, they're searching what can we do to help?
Yeah,
so this is something people are still really concerned about.
Yeah, let's take a look
absolutely.
Before you get onto that, let's take a look at some of the numbers. 2017, the natural disasters, 64 hurricane deaths in Puerto Rico. That's the toll that we know of. $1 billion spent in FEMA assistance for Puerto Rico relief, 90,000 flood insurance claims after Hurricane Harvey. How can people help out?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a lot to expect with the limited resources that we have, given the amount of natural disasters that we experienced. In addition to the hurricanes, we had 24 wildfires going along at the same time. And so that really stretches the resources. So we really need to count on people, individuals and nonprofits and additional stakeholders to really play a critical role in relief and recovery.
Yeah.
And so when people are looking to help, there's 25 million people still being affected. And it's an ongoing effort. There's still 10,000 plus FEMA troops. That it's the longest continued relief and recovery effort in FEMA's history. And so it's really critical to be a neighbor and to look after your neighbors and to change the culture of preparedness so that we are more proactive in managing these risks, because we know that they're going to increase in intensity going forward.
Yeah.
And so ultimately we really need to change how we view these risks and think about it much more proactively.
Well, and how can we do that? Finally, how can we do that?
What's really fascinating, if you look at Puerto Rico, it's an interesting case study in terms of how to ensure that we have a more energy resilient infrastructure in place. And so you see a lot of conversation and key strategy now. Governor Como was leading one of the charges, working with the Puerto Rico Power Authority, PREPA, and really put out a report this week in terms of how to ensure that energy is going to be abundant, it's going to be a lot more affordable. And these are the kind of interesting new engineering solutions that are being brought in and really needs to be spread across America. Right now, the American Civil Society, Society for Civil Engineering, gave American infrastructure a D+.
Oh no, we
and
don't
by nobody's standards. No, that is not a good grade by anybody's standards.
Sweta, thank you so much. Very important topic to bring people up to speed on. We appreciate you joining us. Remember all those folks during the holidays and the FEMA people who are out there working as well away from their families. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.